welcome back.
All right.
And yes, feel the excitement of Mega Man's Soccer. Not Mega Man Soccer, Mega Man's Soccer. He owns this soccer.
Oh, it's Mega Man's Soccer with an apostrophe.
Yeah, there's an apostrophe S. He owns the soccer.
I did not know that.
ITS. Oh shit, how did that song go? It's like a Schoolhouse Rock song about punctuation and abbreviations.
I have no idea.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw that when I was in like 5th grade, so that's a long ass time ago. But Mega Man's Soccer starts off with what looks to be the blandest Mega Man title screen I have ever seen in my entire gaming career. It looks like something you just make like in 2 seconds. Blue background, Mega Man's Soccer prominently displayed at the top, Capcom's logo at the bottom, and press start.
It's like PowerPoint or something.
It looks like a PowerPoint. Actually, that's a good way of putting it. It's like a PowerPoint, except I put a little more effort into my PowerPoints. Also, I don't have the weirdest fucking music playing in the background that just confuses me. It's very heavy on trumpet, or like, not even trumpet, like synthesized trumpet.
Yeah, you gotta get with your synthesized trumpet, Zach. Come on.
I know. I mean, I should probably just... I don't know why I played normal trumpet in high school. I should have played synth trumpet. That would have been the real gag. That would have been the real shit. I'd shown that guy who was in first chair who's boss. But basically what happens is literally 18 seconds of nothing, and then it repeats. Like, and by repeats, I mean... The only thing that repeats is the two names, Mega Man's and Soccer, flying in and stopping. That's what's repeated every 18 seconds. And yes, I did time it out.
Oh, but that is classic Zach.
Because what else are you going to do when you're sitting there listening to...
Yeah,
because that's exactly what I wanted to spend at least a minute of half of my life on.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, classic Mega Man songs, like weird, loud pitched. Okay, whatever. I'm wailing way too hard on the first screen here, but I could keep going. Actually, let's keep going.
Right.
I'm confused about the menu.
All right.
You know how before I got pissed about Alia telling me how to use a stage select screen?
Uh-huh.
I actually want somebody to explain this how they coded this. Because, okay, normally in a game, you hit the A button to advance, correct? I hit the A button, and it did, yes, it in fact advanced me one screen to pick my options. But like, oh, okay, so you want the Capcom Tournament League, which is their story mode. And it says, like, you want to do one player or one or two player versus comms. And then I clicked A on one player, and it took me back to the main screen, where it said, you want to play the Capcom Cup?
The Capcom Cup.
And then I hit A again, and it's like, okay, do you want to do one player versus comm, or do you want to do one player and two player versus comm? And again, I hit A on one player, and then it brought me back to fucking the first screen again. Where it said, do you want to play the Capcom Cup? And at this point, I'm very confused. I thought my game might have been broken. I was like, is this the game? Is the game just navigating menus?
It's just always broken.
Yeah, so I was just very confused. And then after a bit, I'm like, okay, what if I just hit start button on everything? And that's the key. You have to keep hitting the start button every time to advance menus. So it's not just press start to begin, it's press start to do anything.
Alright.
So for all you Mega Man Soccer players out there who want to get out there and start playing with Mega Mans in soccer fields, do not press A to advance against your better judgment.
Yeah.
But moving on to... yeah, exactly. Fuck that. And then we're moving on to the Capcom Tournament mode, which is, again, I mentioned the story mode, which cannot be missed. Let's take a... Exactly right. Let's take a listen. So we have sports news with newscaster, who just has a screen up of a random arena, which then immediately starts blowing up everywhere. It's like they had a picture of a screen or a picture of an arena, and then just literally said, okay, there can be explosions everywhere. Be like, does it make sense where the explosions are? Nah, just put the explosions anywhere. Who cares? Nobody's gonna play this game.
Just classic SNES explosion stuff, you know.
Yeah, right? It's fine. Little mini nukes hitting this tiny field. It's fine. But conveniently enough, this is the exact same news channel that Dr. Light, Roll, and Mega Man are all watching at the exact same time.
Wow.
But Light, kindly enough, says, you know what? You should fight these dudes, but you're not powerful enough to defeat the robots. So he gives us an upgrade to give them the... I think he said something about, like, getting your game on, or, like, bringing the game to them, or something like that. I don't know. I was, like, half listening.
I'm pretty sure he says we'll be able to give them a game they won't soon forget.
That sounds accurate. Like, that is the weirdest... Like, there's been no indication to this point that you're playing a soccer game, aside from the fact that you start off and it's called Mega Man Soccer, but they shouldn't... That's not a good way to storytell, being like, yeah, it's about soccer. We don't have to care about the story. Like, just move along. Like, don't worry about it.
Last night I went to town with my peeps to the party to ignite it with the sound from the East Coast. Got around, didn't even notice that they told us they'd up the show. Oh! Outside, all the guys gone hanging with the ride, gonna make it when the band starts banging on the drums to come to the beat on the street. All the girls groove and make a move on me. Yo, trumpeteers in leopard suit jackets, with piano guitars and the leather boots black. It's not about whether we can weather the weather, but the backup band that's been bumping our tracks. Dance floor, everybody wanted more. Get their shots for $1, people calling for an encore. Hell no, let's go the buzzers at the next show. And plus, this place is pretty much a bust.
Wolf.
Let's hear it.
So you'd think that a boss like this would be pretty straightforward. It's just a giant tank in the middle of a crater in a construction zone. But the problem is, so you need to first realize that you can shoot out the treads to slow down the tank, which is not in any way hinted at in the game. You just kind of need to realize that you can do that.
Yeah.
Considering everything up to this point, they basically spoon-fed you that you can do. Why not tell us this? That you can take out the treads. Because if you don't, this fight becomes impossible. Because you just never get into a position to shoot and fire on them. Because to get up and hit him, you actually have to jump up to the top of the construction area.
Right.
Because you start at the bottom. But you have to go up and shoot the top of the tank. Problem is, you need to be in the direct line of sight of the open door of the tank when you're shooting. First off, the tank door doesn't open all the time. And the tank is still, regardless of whether or not you've turned out the tires, is rotating so fast that you have to keep moving around the perimeter of the upper ledge to just keep up. And you can't lock on because that makes you stand still. Because if you stand still, then you can never hit it. Because it's rotating. It just keeps moving. So you're like, okay, I guess I gotta keep moving, right? Wrong! You can't keep moving too! Because if you keep moving, then you never hit it! Because you're never in line with the cabin! You have to, if you try and lock on to aim for the open cabin, it moves. If you try to move around the perimeter and shoot it, the auto aim doesn't function as well. So you have to try and wait until it stops moving where it's shooting out the enemies. Right? And then you have to try and mad dash your way onto the deck of the roof thing while it's not moving. And hope you make the jump, by the way, because it's a fucking leap to jump onto this tank. So you have to, A, hope you've got enough time left to make it onto the platform, and B, that your jumping is perfect, because if it's not, you end up in the bottom of the canyon, and you have to jump up to the fucking platform again, and then if you don't get it, then you have to try it again, and then you have to hit the tires out again, and then you can't even with this fucking fun anymore!
I think Zach broke. Zach. The game broke Zach. All right. I guess it's a good place to end it. Zach. All right. Okay. Guys, it was a pleasure. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can email us on Gmail. Watch Zach on Twitch at It's the Extreme. And thank you again to our parent network, Never Sleeps Network. Great network. We've got cool shows. Speech Bubble, Talking Wrestling. Good stuff. But yeah. We'll keep you posted on whether or not Zach comes out of his explosion coma. So, see you next time, and don't forget to write it down. Bye!